What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big Boy Talk. I'm here with my super co-host here, Mr. Ghost. How you doing, sir?
I was good, Somebody gave me a black eye over the phone, so I got to be off screen today.
Okay, so that's your excuse for tonight. We'll roll with it. I mean, I did see parts of the beatdown, so it's not too far fetched. Um, Me and myself, I'm having a few technical difficulties, so you get no camera today. So my bizzle dizzle.
There goes the abuser right now.
But so far in the building, we got Chris in the building. Kicking our behinds as usual. What's good, Chris? Jang in the building. How you doing? The first lady herself in the building. Hello. And I guess we could get right into this. The NFL is wide open at this point.
We butt cheeks.
Like watching what the Patriots did to the Jets, watching the Patriots play, they look like they're primed to take on whoever steps in their house. Now I give, yes, it is the Jets, but they look ready. And the Patriots haven't looked this good in a long time. So with the Patriots, the Colts, Bills, Chiefs, heck, at this point, the surging Baltimore Ravens, I think the AFC is up for grabs. Um, Baltimore has the talent to compete with any team, especially offensively. The question will be defensively, can we make stops and can we keep up? So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully, our defense continues to get better and actually is getting better rather than just looking good because of the level of opponent we faced as of late. So, what are
Um,
your thoughts on the AFC?
well, I had to sneeze at them Ravens. You talking about the defense? I ain't worried about the defense. I'm worried about the offensive line.
Understandable. Understandable. I think that goes. I think everybody now knows where we are as far as the offensive line. I think we all know what our deficiencies are as far as which players and how to fix them. Um, Problem is that they won't. So I'm to a point where I'm not even going to bother to question why they won't bench Falele because we know the reason why, right? He's got too much, you know, personal history with the Harbaugh family. So there's no way they're gonna bench him. And it's upsetting, but if I'm not mistaken, he should have a contract year coming up, correct? So hopefully he won't be back.
But but they gonna overpay him anyways because he's a family pool boy.
I don't think they will. Um, I don't think they'll overpay him. They probably will bring him back, but they won't overpay him. I think
He get a
that's how we're gonna
contract. He's
end up.
overpaid. You pay him $200,000. He's overpaid. He makes the practice
That's true.
squad. He's overpaid.
That's technically true because the man gets on the field and just does cardio.
He don't even do
I
cardio.
think the term is big for nothing, right? And I hate to say that about anybody who's made it to the NFL, but geesh, I mean, the dude does nothing on the field. I've seen too many plays where he's floating around, hands in the air, doing absolutely nada.
You said Haloti? He coming back?
No Haloti. No Haloti.
Well, damn. Got my hopes up. Hurt my feelings. I mean, once you made it to the Harbaugh minicamp, you knew you was going to the NFL. You ain't have to keep working no more.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well have turned his bags in there. He knew he was going. Man made it there, got in good with both Jim and John. He's like, I got it from here. Oh,
Living
we got
Legend
Living
making a
Legend in
comeback.
the building.
What? I ain't seen Living Legend in forever.
Living Legend been hiding out.
Yeah, he should have. See, if you was here, we had to go. We got a whole Discord, and we ain't seen you.
That's facts. That's facts. Again, I still don't have that link on tap, so you gotta have to forgive me for that.
I can get it right to you.
I know you can get it. That's why I be saying that. Hey, I'm at a point where I think if we find a way to win a championship, in spite of Harbaugh, in spite of Lele and Voorhees, there's nothing going to stop me from saying Lamar Jackson is the greatest QB of all time. Because to battle that odds is crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you a secret. If we win the Super Bowl, I'm retiring. And it's not just a Ravens fan, but as a fan of any particular team overall. I'm going out on top before it can get bad.
Oh man, that's crazy. He said,
I'm
"I'm just
like, I'm
gonna be a
retired.
football fan, like not the fan of a team."
I'm a football fan. I'm only following certain players.
I respect that. That's kind of where I am. If you know Lamar don't get his ring soon, but I agree with Chris. I'm ready to see Vincent as well. In the preseason, he was an absolute dog at tackle, and he can play guard. And you know what? His pass block is somewhat questionable. He needs work there. I doubt that he hasn't. There's no chance that he's gone all this far practicing and hasn't progressed in his pass blocking. But his run block is dominant. And he's good enough that he's aware of what's going on during pass blocking. So he's a guy that just was getting beat with a lot of speed moves in his pass blocking. So if you push him to guard, that kind of mitigates that speed move problem. So I'd like to see him out there. Give him a shot.
He'll be
Let him
way
fly.
better than what's on the field. Not he
Put
won't
him
be
on
worse. He will be better than what's on the field.
exactly. Listen, put him at left guard and put Cleveland at right guard.
Because right now, our right guard stay going left.
He's killing 3 people without even having played. Yeah. And you know what? Rosengarten, I kind of feel bad for him because he's in a sophomore slump, but it might only be because he's got Lele next to him. If you can't play next to Flop Lele and expect to have another good season when you're still in the process of learning the game yourself. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible to continue your growth while trying to nurture someone else and help them get better. You kind of can't. I mean, no matter how hard they try, it's going to be a fight. I don't know, but it's we have prospects. The future is bright-ish. Oh man, damn Drew Voorhees is crazy. That's crazy work.
Crazy accurate.
It is accurate, but it is crazy work. the type of party him and Flop Lele have together. No.
She went Florida Evans horror movie on him. That's that
That's different.
this ain't the good time Jones on phub.com.
That's different. That's what that is. That's different.
Damn Drew Voorhees.
Damn Drew Voorhees is crazy. Yeah, that's the new one.
Only person to say damn even more iconic than Ron Simmons was Mama on Good Times. That she the only person to make damn that damn popular.
Hey, I think you could give them a run for their money though. I think you could give them a run for their money.
I don't know. I think Florida Evans got the title on that one.
We'll see. Hold up.
Outkast made a whole song on
it. Here we go.
Oh, for a living legend, he had to be deleted off of the show because he put him and why can't I remember her real life name? Just because I'd be stuck on calling her Florida Evans. But they would push back when they try to cast certain scenes that would make, the family look weak or they try to make the father look bad in certain scenes. They would push back on it. So I guess they were like, well, if y'all want to push back on it, we're just going to get rid of the father and then we'll still have those family problems. That's the real reason James Evans got killed off of the show.
That's tough. I never knew that.
Yeah, they said that in an interview, and I forgot where the interview was, but they said it in an interview that they literally they would have certain scenes. A lot of this, so when he was still alive in the show, a lot of the scenes, Esther Roll was her name. A lot of the scenes they had the dysfunctional father or abusive father thing going, and they be like, "Nah, this scene ain't gonna work." So they got tired of them pushing back on it. So they're like, "Okay, well, if the father's dead, y'all gonna have to go through these problems that Black families have without fathers in the home." Look, Thelma fine 99 till this day. My boy Willie D got a crush on her forevermore. Actually, I think our defense will become more plain as we have a better pass rush. And you'll see a lot of teams that have a good pass rush will be able to do more not exactly, but more like Cleveland. Cleveland plays you straight up cover one. These are our corners. This is our safety. That's our box safety. These are our linebackers. You see these four guys in front of you, they're going to try to kill you. Do what you got to do. Cleveland on defense is what we were on offense in 2019. You know what's going to happen. We just going to line up. You figure out a way to beat us.
You know what? That's that's how Baltimore plays, unfortunately, but without the level of talent. Because that's why they stuck to that same scheme for so long through the first few weeks. And now, because they think they have the pass rush talent again, they're going to go back to it again. Watch them fall back into, hey, this is what we're lining up in. Stop it. As soon as they think they're at that level, because Draymond was showing some pass rush moves. He was creating pressure. He didn't get there, but he was creating the pressure. Sound familiar? And he's gonna come out, he's gonna do it again. And they're gonna keep sending Kyle Hamilton off the edge. And that's what's gonna create the pressure. But it's gonna get to a point where that's all it's gonna be. And they're gonna see it. Teams are gonna see it coming from a mile away. You just got to realize that it's certain teams that'll be able to deal with it and certain ones that won't. We're on a streak of teams that are not good right now. And while I love my Ravens, so I'm gonna say yes that they're a Super Bowl. They can push and make a run for the Super Bowl. Not necessarily a Super Bowl contender, but they can make a surprise run. They're on a string of games where they have no choice but to win these games with who their opponents are. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Owe was known for getting that pressure. He knew how to get there. Owe knew how to get there. But
well, now he know how to finish.
Well, he's still sitting on them four sacks. So I don't know for sure that's true. Okay.
I mean, if Draymond wasn't on our team, then he would probably still be the Ravens sack leader this year.
That's crazy. That's crazy when you think about it. That's tough.
He probably has the most sacks as a Raven this year.
That's even crazier.
He gone.
Here's the thing. I feel bad for Travis Jones. Because Travis Jones is, I'm sorry, but that dude's turned into an absolute monster. And I mean, I told everybody about Travis Jones because he from out here where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? CT in the building. He from my home. So I knew about Travis Jones. And he went to UConn, by the way. Just gonna point that out. So I knew about him. I knew he was a monster. And he's developing very quickly to getting better and better and better. And the reason I feel bad is because it feels like he's getting better for no reason. Because guys like Owe or Draymond aren't finishing the plays, he's eating these double teams for no reason. Every play. And you see when he finally gets blocked one-on-one, he's walking the offensive lineman back into the quarterback's lap. So I feel bad for Travis. Somebody said recently that hey, yeah, Living Legend, don't do that. You've been around Hendo too much. You've been around Hendo too much. You've been around Hendo too much. But
hey, up in Connect I Cut, they will cut you. That's one thing he did get right. They will cut you.
But yeah, Travis Jones is just my boy doing a whole bunch for no reason because he's not getting the help he deserves.
So peep game. As far as sack leaders, Nnamdi is tied with Tavius Robinson. Tavius Robinson has 6 games played, and Nnamdi has 2 games played, and they both have 2 sacks apiece.
Well, there you go. There you go. And Tavius is currently hurt as well, right? But I was told he was seen today with no brace or anything. So, but you know what? What are we gonna do? I want to say that the Ravens. I'm firmly against saying that the Ravens can't draft a pass rusher because it's not true. But they can't help any players progress in any way, shape, or form. They don't know how to develop stars. They don't know how to develop guys. Like for it to be how many years we have away now? Is this like his 5th year?
He was on his 5th year option, I think.
Yeah. For it to be his 5th year and him not have developed at all. Well, he's still the same guy from when we drafted him. Yeah, but that's always been in the books. He used the same skills he had to get it. Remember, a lot of those sacks was off the quarterback running from somebody else. He just happened to be there. So he used the same skills that he's been had. Like maybe he's developed a little bit of a speed rush, maybe, but he's been usually that same bull rush. He just runs right into your chest, and if he can get around you, good. If not, I'm stuck here. Like I guess he's not so much vegan Falele. Like he's not vegan all the way like he was before. He's eating grass every game, but he's still not that guy. You know what I mean? I don't trust him to go out there and hey, go get it. Even the Chargers are using him on occasion. He's not out there every down. They got like 4 or 5 guys they're swapping in and out over there in Los Angeles. And he just happens to get in there, and sometimes when he's in there, he makes a play. What more can you ask? I guess. Go out there, do your best. You're here for the remainder of this year, so that's what you got. It's just crazy to me that we traded for a guy who's been in the league longer, but has the same skill set. He's the same guy. We traded for Oweh 2.0. But maybe he has more moves. I don't know. We'll see. But Mike Green is progressing. He's getting better. Like, he's catching up to the speed of the game very well. He's a guy that I'd love to think that in the future he could be a star rusher. Will it be for the Ravens? I don't know. But he's going to be a dude in this league. I'd love for him to stay a Raven and potentially end up, if he can end up a level, maybe a level and a half below where Myles Garrett is, I'd be a happy man. You know what I'm saying? But back to our subject, with the NFL being wide open, like I said, the AFC is up for grabs, and even we've had this conversation. The NFC is up for grabs as well, and there's no telling who's gonna come from either side. And I think that's one of the things that's good about football, right? That's what's so intriguing about college football this year as well. You just don't know. If you could take the predictability out of a sport, that's when it becomes great again. And the NFL this year is a lot less predictable than years past. Except, well, when we get to the playoffs, it might just be the Chiefs again. We're gonna hope not, though. Hey, hey, I hate the Patriots too, right? I hate the Patriots, bro. But they doing their thing. The Patriots is doing their thing over there, man. I can't, because of where I live, and all I get is tons of Patriots fans around me, and they start talking smack. All of a sudden, my mother's a Patriots fan all over again, and you gotta deal with the same mess from them Patriot fans. Because when the Pats are doing good, my goodness, you will hate Patriots fans.
They're like Cowboys fans, ain't they?
Huh? You said they what?
They like Cowboys fans.
I'd
any little thing they get to popping their shit.
Yeah, I'd say they're worse. I'd say they're worse than Cowboy fans. Man, I knew Patriots fans, you couldn't tell them a thing. Especially when they was winning them rings. Oh, goodness. You couldn't tell them a thing. Only person that was able to talk to them was Giants fans. Even when we were beating the Patriots regular season, occasionally in the playoffs, you still couldn't tell them nothing. We got the rings, though. We got the rings. That's all I heard. We got the rings, though. It was sickening. Absolutely sickening.
I don't think you had to do them like that though.
Huh?
I said I don't think you had to do them like that. We got the ring though.
Yeah, that's how they did. Yo, we got the rings, though. We got the rings.
Oh,
That's all I
I know
heard.
y'all ain't using our live chat as a message board. Y'all got each other phone number. Y'all got each other Discord.
Yeah,
But we
yeah,
appreciate the
they're
interaction.
they're using the live chat.
It's
As a
all right.
message board.
It helps the channel grow.
Okay.
Interaction and likes.
Yes. It is okay. It is not a problem for us. So with the NFL being up in the air, it's for engagement. This is true. Now, why you gotta go there? Don't get this man started.
You know what? It's all right. I got something in the Discord coming for you.
Here we go. Here we go. Listen, I don't know about you, man, but I'm excited for the game against the Browns. And I haven't been excited for our games lately. But this game against the Browns, not only do I know that we're going to win, but I think we're going to do it in a pretty good fashion. Unless Myles Garrett has something to say about it. But
well, didn't we lose the last 8 out of 9 in Cleveland?
You're right. I didn't even factor that in. I didn't factor that. But you know what it is? It's the Dylan Gabriel factor. I just don't believe that man's got anything good to put on the football field. Cleveland Browns. Listen, I don't believe, for the life of me, I do not believe that Dylan Gabriel has anything good to put on the field. I don't understand how he's this bad either. After watching him, in college and seeing the plays he made and things like that, some of the throws he made. Now, I do remember watching a couple of games at Oregon and going, it's kind of a lame duck throw. I don't know how I feel about that one. But I didn't think it was this bad. Somebody put together a low light clip of his throws from last week, and it was terrible. I mean,
18 and 1 giant loss. Preach.
To receivers, and I just don't understand what the thought process was.
Sometimes that's all you need to be.
My good people. That's true, but it's only true for a few people.
What's up, Miss K?
Like Tom Brady. Dylan, Dylan went to throw a check down last week and threw it straight in the dirt. Osman's in the building. What's good, Osman? Damn, that 18-1 loss to the Giants. Yeah, that was tough. That was a soul crusher. Who's good, K? Where Jay at? I know you got Jay on the leash somewhere. Get Jay on the horn. Tell Jay I said what's good.
K be here before Jay.
Having a
starting
night
to
at
worry.
work.
I might
I've noticed. I've noticed. he's been extremely lacking. Nah, he out here doing this thing, man. He getting that bread, man. My boy grinding. I got them. He doing whatever he need to do. So
he on
Smokes,
game.
what do you have for our score against the Browns this weekend?
God, it's hard to call it because you got to realize this man had 5 sacks against an actual good offensive line. Now, account for Lamar's elusiveness and the possibility that we actually have a good offensive game plan. I still got him getting 1.5 sacks.
Only 1.5?
With our game plan and Lamar's ability to get the hell out of Dodge. I mean,
only 1.5.
That's if he gets 3, I would not be surprised.
That's more like where I put him at.
Well, I'm giving Lamar the X factor here, so that could take away 1.5 sacks. I mean, we've seen people have a straight beeline to Lamar and he just spins out. But it also depends on Lamar's health because he's still recovering.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, usually it can, but this isn't a fully healthy Lamar.
I don't got it 27-10 quite so, but I got it like 34-21.
34-21. I gotta tell you, you fellas are I want to say we're putting too much faith in the offense to score. Because I think if you remember back to the first Browns game, we were up by 3, I believe it was, at halftime. And all our scoring happened in the second half when Myles Garrett got hurt. He started to sit down a lot. So if he's going to be healthy all game, then we're not scoring that many points. So with a healthy Myles Garrett providing pressure, I'm going to say Ravens win 17-13. But if for some reason they decide to play Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, then we're looking at a closer game and a possible Browns win. And in that case, it will be Browns win 21-17. That's how I feel. You can't change my mind about it.
Try. With these Ravens, it's a roll of the dice every single play. Might score 40 and only give up 10. You might score 40 and give up 52. What boy is yours? Inquiring minds want to know. We need to interrogate this young gentleman.
I'm sorry. I'm not interrogating anybody. I'm not doing it.
I mean, it sounds threatening, but I really don't give a damn.
Last time I did that, big trouble. But that's that side of life I can't talk about.
I don't even gotta interrogate people. I just stare at them for a while.
She said that's the name of the concert. She is not on the market. Wait, hold on. What you gonna smack me with a shoe for? I ain't do nothing wrong. That was B talking about interrogating people. Not me.
Look, they just like abusing you. They're like abusing you for some reason. I don't know what you did or what type of aura you give off.
You know what? I don't know either. But I don't mind a little physicality.
I want one of those Oreo brownies. Them shits is bomb as fuck right now. I'm trying to tell you.
That was random as hell.
My inner fat person kicked smooth, and it wasn't nothing I could do about it. I'm sorry.
My man's came out of nowhere, said, I want an Oreo brownie. Yeah, that was random, bro. That was very random. Is there any other games you're looking forward to this weekend?
Well, I mean, don't we have to go through our picks and everything?
I was gonna do that next, but I wanted to see
Yeah,
if
I
there
think
was
we should do
any
the picks
specific one
first. I like
that you
doing
were
the
looking
picks
for.
first because you kind of think about the games more as you're trying to pick. Like if I just say, oh yeah, I want to see Dallas versus Philly, it's like well, it sounds good, but when you think about it, it's really gonna be a beat down in Chinatown,
Well, everybody know that's gonna be a beatdown.
right? But
Well,
like it's
should be a
certain games, it's
beatdown.
certain teams
I'm
that
gonna
you
say
say,
should be a beatdown.
this team versus this team sound like it's just gonna be a good game, and then you start thinking about it when you got to pick who's going to win and what score. You start thinking like, oh yeah, I forgot the wide receivers hurt. The linebacker
Yeah,
who calls all the plays is hurt, so it's going to be a rookie coming in.
I hear you. So with that being said, this 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 week already kicked off. Obviously, we had the Patriots beating the Jets last night, and Sunday morning 9:30 kickoff, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time kickoff. We got the Commanders and the Dolphins. Who you got in that one?
I got the Commanders by 6, but I don't know. I'm not too faithful with it because you know how the Dolphins are. They can look really good, and then they play a good team, and they look absolute trash out of nowhere.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins because Jaden Daniels, I believe, is out for the season. So yeah,
Yeah, but
give me the
Mariota is
Dolphins.
not too much of a drop off. But they do have a lot of injuries at wide receiver.
He's enough of a drop off for me that I just don't trust him. He likes to run the ball a lot, and a lot of times when he runs, he fumbles. He's a turnover machine. I'll take the Dolphins. Jaden, I feel bad for Jaden because that was unfortunate. That man whole joint snapped out. You can't really blame him for that, for his elbow popping out like that. Chris also has the Dolphins winning that game. Yeah, I gotta go Dolphins. I'm sorry, I can't trust the Commanders. Miss Yolanda, welcome in. How you doing? For those of you who are not subscribed, please go check out Ravens Talk with Yolanda. Great content over there. Obviously, Ravens fan. I think you and Hendo owe us a show, by the way. Yeah, I fell short on lives this week. I'm just gonna point that out. If I'm
I
not
mean,
mistaken.
it might be two separate shows, one on each of their channels.
Yeah, that could be true. Then we have the Packers and Giants. I'm gonna take you straight off. I'm taking the Packers. Who you got for that one? I'm assuming you're going Packers.
So up.
I said I'm assuming you're going Packers versus Giants.
I mean, you ain't gotta assume you're a psychic with that one.
That's because I think we discussed that one in Culture Stream. I thought I saw you pick that one. Like
So you be peeping game. Okay, I see you player.
it's hard to pick against them because all the Giants' young talent is hurt, with the exception of the quarterback. But any quarterback, you take away all his weapons, it makes it a lot harder to play, right? I.e., Lamar Jackson. Even though he finds a way. Greatness. Next game, we have the Texans and the Titans, the Toilet Bowl. This one's actually a tough pick. No, it's not. I'm going Texans. Oh wait, dang. Yes, it is because I think Stroud is still out. You know, what? Give me the Titans. Give me Mayo. Give me Mayo.
Not what was his name? Mayonnaise
He
mouth.
did.
It was Will something, wasn't it? Dude, Texas
Huh?
drafted, and he put mayo in his cereal or something like that.
The
No, he put
Titans
mayo in his
quarterback.
coffee.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
was his name again?
Um.
I know it was Will something.
Yeah, it's Will. Crazy thing is he
Levis.
played in Connecticut. He was from Middletown, Connecticut.
Mr. Levis?
Yes, Will Levis.
Yeah, mayonnaise mouth. Ugh.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's different. Homie built
Chris
different.
put Levi's. Oh Lord.
You could let it go, could you? Oh, yeah, yeah. Mayonnaise and coffee Levins. Yep. But I'm going with the Titans on this one because I don't think the Texans without Stroud. I mean, they got nothing else they could do on that offense. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go Titans. Who you got?
I mean, there ain't really nobody picked from. So I guess I'm just rock with the crew. We just gonna
All
be
right.
gang today. We on one.
The next game's a big one for our co-host, who's not here tonight. Panthers and Falcons. Mm.
I got the homie back. Panthers all day. We up by 10.
You know that loss to the Saints scared me just a little bit, but the Falcons have also had some scary losses, including the last time they played the Panthers, where they got beat 30-zip. All that being said, I'm taking the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons in an upset. Living Legend said, "Keep pounding," but I can't do it. I'm taking. I love the Panthers. I actually do. I love the Panthers, but I'm gonna take the Falcons. I like what they got going on over there, man. I'm a big fan of a lot of the young guys they have over there. It makes it hard for me to pick against them. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Falcons. I think they want a little bit of payback, and they come in and flip their fortune, and they win in a close game. And we got plus the last time it's kind of reverse psychology with me and the Panthers. Every time I pick them to win, they lose. Every time I pick them to lose, they win. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Falcons and hope that the Panthers get the W. It just seems to be the way that works. Next one, B. I'm gonna let you go ahead and pick this one. Give me your thoughts on this: the Bears versus the Vikings.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings just because you just need one, and literally, I mean one accidental. JJ McCarthy threw for his life, and Jettis was just like, "Don't worry, bro, I got you." For that game to be won or lost.
JJ couldn't hit couldn't, couldn't hit just Jettas when he was wide open. JJ McCarthy, man, I said when he got drafted that he wasn't it, and I got pretty much laughed at by some people. And there was others that agreed, but I'm going with the Bears, man. The Vikings, they befuddle me, man. They need a new quarterback because nobody they got on the roster is it. Living Legends going with the Bears. Chris going with the Bears. Osmond, shout out to Coach going with the Beards. Shout out to Coach. Yeah, I just don't have faith in JJ. JJ is about to go out there and wing the ball to everybody except his teammates. I guarantee a lot of dirt passes when I see JJ. This one I think is going to be a little bit of a landslide, unless one of these teams surprises. But we got the Jaguars and the Chargers. I personally am going to go with the Chargers just because I like their defense isn't necessarily a strength, but the way they play, the way they scheme, their defense is a lot better than it seems, or a lot better than it should be. So I'm gonna take the Chargers in that one, and I can't wait for the day that the Jaguars, get some consistent offensive talent. But it's gonna be Chargers for me. What about you, B?
I mean, it's not the playoffs. So your man Herbie can actually throw the ball still, because once it's the playoffs, he couldn't even kick the ball a good 5 yards. So I'm gonna go with Herbert, but not. I'm gonna go with the Chargers, but not because of Herbert. My man Oweh about to have 1.75 sacks in this thing.
Well, I mean, if you want to be real, the Chargers have been winning because of their run game, which when you got Greg Roman, offensive coordinator, that's expected. But and a big part of that run game, though, surprisingly, has been Herbert. He's been running the ball very well, very, very well this season. So the Chargers has kind of turned him into somewhat of a dual threat quarterback. And when he gets out and runs, they're a lot more dangerous. Ravens West. Oh man, that's kind of what they've become, right? They still got Tony Jefferson over there, unless they cut him. But I'm pretty sure I saw recently he's still there. This should be a good one. This should be a darn good matchup, actually, and I did not know it was on the schedule. The Buccaneers versus the Bills. This is an interesting game. Now the Bucks, I believe, have a few injuries on offense, so they're going to be missing a guy or two. But you know what? If I'm going to go battle the quarterbacks here, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because I want to say Josh Allen. Give me the Buccaneers. I'm going Buccaneers. Going Buccaneers. Now, I know they just had a loss to the Patriots, in which I had picked them to win last week. But I think they beat the Bills. Give me Buccaneers. Who you got, B?
Wow. Hey, here, Rob. I'm going with Chris.
So Chris got the Bucks. You got the Bucks. I got the Bucks. Living Legend has the Bills. And the First Lady, my missus over here, she said the Bills. She took the Bills for the W.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
she took the Bills for the W. Yep. Next game, a division game. We're gonna have to keep our eyes on. We got the Bengals and the Steelers. I'm gonna hope for. Actually, I'm not. I wish there was a way both teams could lose.
Think a
I
tie?
don't want to tie. No, I don't want to tie because in a tie, that essentially counts as a W if you're going down through records.
It
So
counts as a 0.5.
yeah, so it gives you a half game lead. So we don't want that. So we want somebody to just go ahead and take this L. So who's it gonna be? Who's getting the W? Who's getting the L? What you got, B?
I would rather Pittsburgh win because they're just more in shambles. But Flacco knows what Pittsburgh does. So unless they come out with just something auspicious, I got Flacco tearing them apart.
All right, so you got the Bengals. Chris got the Bengals. The big cats. Bengals is crazy. I'm actually gonna agree with you. I got the Bengals too. I don't see the Steelers being able to stop that offense. Joe is just he's reminding me of young Joe Flacco. Not necessarily precise with the ball or any of that. Sometimes he is. Sometimes he will dice you up, and those passes will be very precise. Other times he's very much, I trust my receivers. He's down there somewhere. And that's what he looked like in a lot of these games. He looked like he was just throwing it up because he knew his guys was down there. And when you got receivers like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, you can do that. You can very much go, he's down there somewhere. And he definitely knows on the timing routes that he can just drop back and get the ball out because he knows the receivers are going to be where they need to be. So, yeah, give me in the matchup of the two old dudes, give me Flacco over Aaron Rodgers.
And you know what really happened? His kids kept talking sideways, and he was like, "You know what? I got some for y'all, little."
Maybe that could be it. And the first matchup of the 4:00 games, we got the 49ers and the Cardinals. Normally,
Niners.
this would be a landslide, but it might be a close game. But I'm agreeing with you. I'm taking the 49ers as well. Just a better coach team. Just flat out. I mean, there's certain games you go into where a coach, you could just see the difference in coaching. And
Oh Lord, y'all
we're
got
seeing
Chris in here throwing up sets.
I'm gonna try to ignore that. Seahawks, Rams.
You know, I'm taking our real coach, Mike M.
And I respect that. I respect that 100%. But I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams. I would love to go with Seahawks. I would love for Mike to win. But the Rams, I think, still have a lot to prove. And they're still looked at as one of those teams that they're basically looked at as an underdog. And they're not an underdog. That is a good football team. And I think they're going to prove it in this game. I'm taking Rams over Seahawks. Chiefs, Broncos. This is a big one. Big division game for them. Their division's been mostly up in the air this year. Jesus, this is a huge game. But one of these guys, when you get into the pressure of the game, one guy's a toss-up and one guy's clutch. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chiefs over the Broncos because Bo Nix is not that guy with the game on the line in any way, shape, or form. What you think, B? Who you got?
I got the Broncos. I feel like the Chiefs are probably the better team, but we keep talking about they're going to turn it on. They're going to turn it on. I don't see them turning it on right now.
Honestly, I don't think they turn on to the playoffs. Right now, it's just about doing just enough to get there while staying as healthy as possible. And then once we get to the playoffs, we know what time it is. Because Andy Reid coaches at a different level in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes plays at a different level in the playoffs. But I still take him over Bo Nix. Now, when it comes to coaching, this may be a toss-up between Andy Reid and Sean Payton. Because Sean Payton is one of the great creative minds in football. But again, does Bo Nix have the talent to keep up with a guy like Patrick? I don't know. I don't trust Bo Nix. And I think this goes back to a couple weeks ago. I picked the Broncos to win a big game, and they flopped terribly. But I also watched them struggle against the Raiders, and lockdown KBK. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs. I don't even like saying it, but that's what I'm rolling with. And in the final 4 o'clock game, obviously we talked about a lot. We already set our scores out. Ravens Browns. I'm assuming we all got the Ravens here. I think that should be a clear-cut win if things go the way we want them to go. And then for the Sunday night game, we're looking at Lions and Eagles. That should be fat. Uh-oh. Not so fast. What you mean? Uh-oh. We might have a Browns pick over there. Now, Eagles, Lions. Chris already said she's joking. And she's got the Eagles for the night game. B, who you got in this night game? I need a minute on this one. Who you got in that night game?
Eagles. Wow. If it's the NFC, I'm going with the Lions. I'm sorry.
Lions Eagles. That's gonna be a good game. A really
If
good
they
game.
face anybody in the NFC, I'm going with the Lions. If they face us, I'm going with the Lions twice.
I gotta go Lions too. I love the 2-headed monster on running back. They got 3 good wide receivers. So do the Eagles, though. 2 good offensive lines, 2 good defenses. That's gonna be a dogfight, man. This is one of those games you really could. It's really a toss up. But you know what? Jalen Hurts really ain't that dude, is he? He's not like the team's got to play perfect for him to be great. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. I'll take the Lions.
Sure this time? You don't want to recant your statement?
Huh?
You don't want to recant your statement?
No, I'm gonna take the Lions. I'm gonna take the Lions. I think that game's really a toss-up.
Sure you're not lying?
Nah, sir. I'm gonna take Detroit. I think the game ends up I think it's a toss-up. 2 great teams right there. Both of them Super Bowl contenders, but I think I'm gonna go with Lions. Saquon has not been the same Saquon he was last year. And for that reason alone, I can lean towards the Lions. And then for the final game this week, Monday Night Football, Cowboys versus the Raiders. You already know who I got. Ain't no point in me even saying it, but you know who I got. Give me KBK and them boys, man. Raiders, let's go. Let's go Raiders. Caillou Blue Kelly in the building. Mad Max.
Mad Max, though. You remember what they used to say in Mad Max a lot?
What? Don't do it. Don't do it, B.
Mediocre.
Don't do it.
But I'm taking the Raiders over the Cowboys any day.
Yolanda, don't do that. My boy got two interceptions this year, by the way. Yeah. Not only is he in the league, he out there making plays.
KBK has more highlights than Oweh does to this current point in time.
Way more highlights than Oweh. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. My boy out there getting picks in big games on TV.
I might not be able to pull out when I need to either. So
come on, B.
It's been an hour, okay? Don't do that. Don't look at me like that.
Come on, B. That's what I'm saying. TMI. Come on, B.
It's 10:30. It's after dark.
Yeah, Yolanda. My boy KBK got 2 interceptions on the season. If you don't believe me, you go check that one out. And he'd be locking people up.
4 passes defended.
And Jang said she knows that already. You ain't got to tell everybody else. Yeah, we're gonna get out here before this get too crazy.
That was it. It was just one.
Who you got in that game, B?
I said the Raiders. I
didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. My bad. That's my fault. Yeah, the Raiders about to get this dub over the Cowboys. I got KBK get another 2 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But that's our run through for the week. Any of those games that I think it's obvious which one I think interests me, that I have my eyes on the most, and just the Lions and Eagles, man. Other than the Ravens, obviously. Lions and Eagles. I want to see that game.
Yeah, I got that being the most tightly contested. If both teams play how they should, it should go back and forth for a little bit, at least until it's got to be like one of them. It's got to be like one of them boxing matches where they go back and forth, and then all of a sudden, midway through the 7th round, you see that somebody done figure something out, and the other guy's like, crap, how do I counter that? Like, how do I hide what he just found?
Mm-hmm. Miss Yolanda says she's closely watching the Bills and Bucks, and then Steelers and Bengals. See, those are games. I like those games too. Those are good matchups as well. But I think I'll keep an eye on them, but I'm not going to watch them as closely. And one would wonder why, because 3 of our rivals are in those games, so I should be watching them closely, just like I should be keeping a close eye on the Chiefs and Broncos. But I want to see Philly and Detroit because I really think the winner of this game could possibly be the team that's going to end up going to the Super Bowl. So I've got my eye on that one heavy.
Now, riddle me this, because I do need to know.
Mm-hmm.
What are your feelings on us not re-signing Dobbins after seeing that he has another foot injury and he may be going on IR for the year?
I didn't have a problem when we didn't re-sign him in the first place.
I'm just saying, how good do you feel that we may have ducked that? For once, we didn't keep re-signing the injury-prone person, talking about it's going to work out.
Well, here's the thing.
We finally zigged instead of zagged. NFL.com says he has a foot injury. He's likely to end up on IR.
Well, I'm saying here's the thing, right? When he was with us, when he was healthy, he wasn't being used appropriately anyway. So I didn't see the point in remember going into that offseason, it was rumored we were going to go after a big name running back. So I was like, well, let Dobbins go, let Gus go. Stop with the multiple running backs, multiple mediocre running backs, and go get you a big name running back. And then if you want to spell him with a Justice Hill, who actually turned out very good, who I touted for a long time. And then now we got Speedy Gonzalez back there. I think we made a good decision. I never questioned it in the first place. I was on the band with the same team as, hey, let him walk. But I'm not going to give the Ravens credit for that. I'm not going to give the Ravens credit for that. I mean, mainly because he was an often injured offensive player. Over Ravens history, they don't keep often injured offensive players. It's the defensive guys that they keep. No matter how good or bad you are, they will keep you if you're a defensive player. No matter how hurt you are, any of that. If you're on defense, you get like 30 chances before they let you go. Remember Iman? What was his last name? I forget his last name.
The corner?
Yeah, the corner, yeah.
I always want to call him Shumpert.
Iman Marshall.
Was he like number 34, some weird number like that?
There was him. There was Stocky Brown. There was all these guys who were either just terrible or were often hurt that continuously got their shots because they played defense. And then obviously we all remember, my boy Jimmy Smith, who he was one of the top corners in the league. So he had every reason to stay here, no matter how often injured he was. When he played, he was elite. He was one of the top corners in the league every time he played. But if that was an offensive guy, they would be like, you know what, we're gonna part ways. Tavon Young. Remember Tavon Young? How often he was hurt? That was another sad one. That was my guy.
Your boy Iman from Long Beach Poly. So he was out there with Snoop and them.
You know who I'm afraid is gonna end up joining that often injured list soon? Darius Washington. Darius, and that's my guy, bro. You know how big of a fan of Darius I've been since he was at TCU. That dude can ball. I wish him well. I hope he gets better soon. I hope he come back and he's with us next year, and I hope he balls out. You know what I'm saying? That dude's a dog. Bob Sanders 2.0.
Because Alohi can't tackle.
He showed enough can't.
He like Falele. He don't even get in the way long enough.
Well, I'll say this though, he's doing a decent job for what he's being asked to do. But again, that could be because of the level of opponent we're facing. So that's the other thing I wait to see. I can't wait to see us play the Packers. Show me what we really got on the field by facing a good team. Because otherwise, we're just another team getting by off of other teams being bad. But with that, people, we are going to call it a night. Appreciate every one of y'all for stopping by. It's been a great show as usual. And Mr. Ghost, you want to tell them about anything you got going on, sir?
You know that 86ghost.com. I've been redoing the merch store. And I think 86ghost Basil on X. And I think I'm at 803 subs on X6Ghost YouTube.
That boy cooking. So if y'all not subbed to his YouTube, please go sub, check out the content, and let's get him to go live over there every once in a while. What y'all think? I think he should go live over there. Just saying. That's just my thoughts.
If I can get to 920, I go live for an hour stream.
If you get listen, you'll get to 920 if you go live for an hour stream. I can almost guarantee it. Just saying.
Now, if I do this and we fail, then what?
Then you dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah, I'm not Leah.
You might as well be though. You know what I'm saying?
That didn't turn out well, buddy.
What you mean? You're saying you might as well be in the sense of dust yourself off and try again. Stop trying to take stuff out of context. Huh?
I said I'm not Aaliyah.
Okay, and I'm telling you, you might as well be her. Like, continue trying. Dust yourself off. Try again.
I wouldn't need y'all.
You will be fine, sir. We will be in attendance.
You gonna be on the stream? Don't do that.
No, we're gonna be in attendance. I ain't gonna be on the stream.
Team
It's
game.
time for 86 Ghost to shine. Get Jang on the stream with you. There you go. Boom. That's money right there. That's
we
gold.
We can't get Jang and Chris and them to do their own podcast.
We're not worried about that.
We're not worried about that.
This is that's because you can't get somebody else to do a podcast if you won't do your own. You gotta go
That's
stream.
Not what my channel is based on. My channel is never based on me going live. Never based on me going live.
That's a lie. It started off based off that.
I was pressured into going live.
No, that's not true.
I know Hendo pressed me like a damn pancake on Silver Dollar Wednesdays with a bunch of 15-month-old babies and 5-year-old kids around.
That's a lie. As for me, y'all catch me right here, same time, every week, or hopefully every week. It's your boy Big Reg and your boy Ghost. We love y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy some football. Stay blessed. Peace.